Hello, everyone. Welcome to Krystal Light Tarot. I'm Krystal Light, and I'm so delighted for you to be here. Today, I'm super excited because this is going to be my first deck review. I have over 100 decks that I've acquired within the last 3 years, and I really don't have anybody to talk tarot decks or oracle decks with. So, what better place to do it with than here with my spiritual family? So, I'm excited. I hope you'll join me in what I hope to be something that I do pretty often. So, the first deck that I'm going to review is an oracle deck, and it is part of a series. This is Seasons of the Witch Oracle series, and we're going to start off with the Litha Oracle, being that right now in the United States, it's summertime. So, figure why not start with it? I have just about all of the Seasons of the Witch Oracle decks. I'm just missing one, but I really haven't done a real deep dive into them yet. I've been kind of busy and just haven't had time, so I figured this is a good way for me to really start digging deep into these and share them with you all. So, yeah. So, be patient. Like I said, it's my first deck review. I've been noting down certain things I want to discuss and talk about, um, but I just want to look at them. Just won't you look at them with me, please? So I know whenever I'm looking for a new deck and I'm kind of on the fence, I look to tarot reviews or oracle reviews and flip throughs. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to do a silent flip through first, and then I'll get into all the other details of the guidebook and what I think about it. And I'm going to pull a card. So that I'm excited about. So this is Seasons of the Witch Oracle deck. Like I said, Litha. It's by Lorraine Anderson and Juliet Diaz, illustrated by Tijana Lukovic. I don't know if it's Lukovic or Lukovic. I apologize if I massacre that. So I will look that up later. Um, so yeah, let's see. This is published by Rockpool, and it goes for $24.95 in the US, $18.99 in the UK. All right, so here we go. Has a good sturdy box. Look at how pretty. All right, let me see if I can put this here so you can see it. So sorry if you see my fingerprints on there. So it is a glossy cardstock. And when I read in the guidebook earlier, it talked about that there's a theme, and butterflies are the theme of this deck. So I'll read that a little more into that later. But here's the back of the card deck, and then look at that. It is gilded purple, gorgeous. All right, yeah, got a little smudge on it, but okay, so that's the card. This is the guidebook. I made a couple notes. I'll go through that later. Like I said, I'll do the flip through first and then I'll do the chatty stuff after. Okay, so I left them in order. So it's 44 cards. And hopefully, I tested this out with my lighting and hopefully it's still good. And it won't get whited out by the ring light. So, all right, enjoy. I'll flip through and just read the titles of the cards. So we have the first card, Bike Ride. Second card, Butterflies. Third card, Cancer. Fourth card, Citrus Fruits. Fifth, Clear Quartz. Sixth, Cloud Scrying. Number 7, we have Country Cottage. 8, Daisies. 9, Farmer's Market. 10, Fruit Wine. I see a good sangria. 11, Garden Beds. 12, Green Witch. 13, Hanging Baskets. 14, Heather. 15, Heat Wave. Yes, we just had that about a week and a half ago. 16, Heirloom Tomatoes. 17, Herb Crafting. 18, Horse. 19, Hummingbird. 20, Hydration. 21, Insects. 22, Lemonade. 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 23, Light Worker. 24, Mermaid. I think this might be the card that sold me when I first started looking through this deck. 25, Money Magic. 26, Mulch and Manure. 27, Paper Boots. 28, Peonies. 29, Rewild. Interesting. Hope I said that right. 30, Roses. 31, Rot and Decay. 32, Scavenger Hunt. 33, Stargazing. 34, Summer Berries. 35, Summer Solstice. 36, Sunbathing. 37, Sun Magic. 38, Sun Salutation. 39, Sunset Dinner. 40, Sunstone. 41, Sun Tea. 42, Sun Wheel. 43, Wand Making. 44, the final card, Wildflowers. Okay. Oh, these are beautiful. I wanted to go back quick to one that really stood out to me. This sunbathing. I love that. The dance of stillness is calling for you to live in its embrace. I love this because I love sunbathing and I'm a darker girl, but I don't mind getting darker. I don't mind. I love that feeling. I love summertime and being at the beach. I love that feeling of just sitting in the sun and just basking, and especially if I'm by the water. Oh, especially by the beach. Oh, that's my happy place. So yeah. So that was the flip through. Okay. So let's take a look at the guidebook. So what is Litha? Let's say you don't know what Litha is. Litha is summer, but of course they go through that. So Litha is also known as midsummer or the summer solstice. This deck was created to help access the energies of to practice developing wealth consciousness. To experience wealth is not just about welcoming more money, but more of everything needed for you to feel whole. Right. So I know they mention here the Litha themes and areas of focus are abundance, cleansing, creativity, fire energy, growth, inspiration, motherhood, power, success, vitality, and warmth. So they tell you how to use the cards by pulling them. I explained how the repeating element is on the back of the deck. All right, I'll put that there so you can see that. Hopefully there isn't too much of a glare. So they say, yes, in previous decks, in previous editions of the Seasons of the Witch Oracle series, you may have noticed there is one repeating element per deck that is featured in some way on every single card. The repeating element represents the heart and soul of the deck, and it is often the very first element we think of when beginning the creation process. Therefore, it becomes our guiding light as we develop the deck you now hold in your hands. In Seasons of the Witch Litha Oracle, the recurring element is butterflies. So the main energy we want to convey in this deck is abundance. Okay. So I won't read too much into the rest of it, but they also mention here you can use the deck beyond Litha, right? This oracle functions in the same way as many other oracle decks, and the meanings can apply to any situation, no matter what time of the year you use them. You may find themes held within this deck are most apparent during Litha or midsummer, but each person experiences energetic cycles in different ways. This deck was created to support you in finding more abundance, light expansion, and blessings. And who doesn't want more of those things all year round, right? So, however, there are some natural times to work with this deck outside of midsummer, such as when you are doing money consciousness work, experiencing spiritual growth and evolution, seeking an increase in finances or promotion, usually unusually happy and unusually happy and undergoing life milestones, seeking more confidence, all right, desirous or experiencing more beauty and bliss, ready to manifest the life of your dreams. Okay, so they even give you some additional ways to use these cards: daily guidance or reflection cards, guiding light cards. They talk about falling cards and reversals. They don't provide reversal meanings, but they do mention that if you do get a reversal, it might be something especially important that you need to take some extra time thinking about. Then they have some spreads, so that's great. I think the number one thing I love looking at with a card deck is if they include the deck interview, which I'm going to do. And let me know if you want me to post a video of me doing an interview. But Yeah, interview your deck spread, getting to know the seasons of the witch. So they include one of these in each one. And the type of questions that are asked are, it looks like 7 questions. 1, what personality do you have? 2, what is your strength? 3, what is your weakness? 4, how will this deck help you grow? What should you call on the deck for guidance? Or when should you call on this deck for guidance? What is the best way to work with the deck? And what will your relationship with the deck be? So, yeah, I think that's awesome. I can't wait to do that. I'm going to do the interview. Then there's some spreads. It looks based off of some of the cards: hydration spread, farmers market spread, insects, welcoming summer. And then here goes what I like is this. They explain how, so if you're into tarot, you're most likely familiar with the Celtic cross spread. So it looks like they've taken that and made a spread based off of that for each one of the the decks in the series. So the Celtic Cross was the very first spread outside of a past, present, future that I learned how to do, and it's often one of the first spreads beginner card readers are introduced to. In honor of it, I have included a revised version in every edition of the Seasons of the Witch Oracle series. The Money Magic Litha Cross will help you unlock any blocks you have towards reaching financial success. This spread uncovers the most obvious reasons you have not experienced more money, as well as deeper motivations you may not be aware of. So I won't read each one, but that's awesome. That's another spread that I can't wait to do. So yeah, it's a full color guidebook. Full color. Even in the background, there's something going on. All right, let's see. I want to pull a card. So let me know in the comments if you have the Seasons of the Witch Oracle. I love the colors. I love these colors. There are a few cards that I know I'm gonna have to sit with it. The message doesn't jump out wholeheartedly to me, but then I know once I read it and I understand where they're coming from, it's like it unlocks so much for me. Yeah, so let's see. Mm. Take out my little note things. Okay, Spirit, thank you for allowing me to get access to this deck. This is not a paid promotion. This I just love talking about decks and looking at them, and I'd love to share them with you. So let me know what you think. If you have this deck, let me know what you think about it. If you don't, let me know if any of the cards jumped out to you. I believe they're also coming out with a tarot series based off of this, and I'm so excited. I think it's based off of In Bulk, and it's coming out in the fall. I cannot wait to get it. All right, Spirit. Ooh, okay. I didn't even need to ask. All right. All right, what did we get? Heirloom tomatoes. Oh, number 16. So, you know, this is great. You know what, Spirit? You always deliver. So, for me, in looking for a great tarot deck, I normally look for the Tower card. And the Tower card is number 16. 16 is one of my favorite numbers. So I love that Heirloom Tomatoes number 16 came out. And I'm very interested. I know nothing about Heirloom Tomatoes. Let's see. Enter into the depths of intimacy where the seeds of your desires will be nourished. All right. So let's see. Let's see how we can get down and dirty with these heirloom tomatoes. All right. I don't know anything about heirloom tomatoes. Let's see if I'm going to learn anything about them. But just from what it says in the little blurb there, I mean, I guess, are we rolling around in the dirt together, this couple? Like, is there something sultry about heirloom tomatoes? Let's see. All right. They seem both to be invested in these heirloom tomatoes. Let's see. Okay, 16. So, yeah, the cards are numbered, so you can find them in here. There is also a table. Yeah, there's a table of contents, and you could also just see if you wanted to go to 16. I know that I have to go to 68. I just went through the numbers of the cards. So, keywords: love, passion, lust. That seems like that coincides with that. Oh, no, no, no. I'm thinking about number 15. Never mind. But yes, love, passion, lust. Enter into the depths of intimacy where the seeds of your desires will be nourished. Heirloom tomatoes bring the promise of new romance for love seekers and renewed passions in existing relationships. It goes beyond anything physical, entering into the depths of intimacy that is only accomplished by a deeper understanding of each other. Lust is born out of suggestive glances, feathery touches, and whisper kisses, teasing as something much more sensual. If this is not something you're experiencing, consider seeking fresh ways to introduce more play into a relationship, romantic or otherwise. It's just as important to experience love for yourself as it is for a lover. Are you making time for your passions? When was the last time you acted on your lust for anything, not just a person, but also a goal, purchase, food, or location? This card guides you to give in to the need to spoil yourself and those around you. Everyone wants to be wanted and feel loved, including the universe. The extra affection goes a long way in stocking the seed, soaking the seeds of desire, and you will find that the energy you give is also the energy you receive. Ooh, bloody tomato love spell. Okay. All right, that's awesome. They give you a spell. This spell is fun and a beautifully intimate experience with magic. You can do this exercise for self love or the love of a partner, friend, or family member, or even and for a passion and career. It will help to rekindle fire and amplify love that is already present. You will need one whole tomato and a small jar or glass. Cut the tomato into parts and remove but retain the seeds. Place the pieces of tomato over the jar and squeeze all the juice into the jar while thinking of your intention. Continue this with all of the pieces, making sure to also put in the skin of the tomato left in your hand. All right, so this guy I won't continue to read on, but okay, it gives you a nice spell. All right. Yeah, I love this. Yeah, this. So I hope somebody needed to hear that. Yeah, what I'm getting here is maybe two people that kind of work together and kind of don't want to act on their impulses or on their attraction for each other, but like it mentioned, like the soft little touches and the little glances, you're trying to focus on your work, but no, no, no. You see how he's got his hand around her waist? Yeah, no. So, all right, I get this. And and they're in the thick of it. Looks like maybe nobody else can see it. So again, whether it's for relationship or maybe what have you done lately to make yourself feel pretty or make yourself feel handsome, make yourself feel good. Have you, for my masculine energies, have you been keeping up with your haircut? Have you been trimming up that mustache, that beard? And nothing wrong with getting your nails done too, fellas. Make sure those nails are nice and clean. People appreciate those things. Maybe It even talks about maybe a purchase. Maybe did you want to get that nice shoes, outfit, want to go out? Sometimes you need to change up the energy. I'm guilty of it too. When I'm in a funk, it's like, oh no, I shouldn't. Either whether it's I've got to save money or I shouldn't go out. I'm already tired. But you know what? Sometimes you need to change up that energy and you need to spoil yourself a little bit, and you'll be shocked at how the universe kind of rewards you too. And kind of gives you a nod like, yeah, no, you heeded this, boo boo. We only get one life, so enjoy it. Don't be reckless. I'm not saying that. Okay. But yeah, just give in a little bit. All right. Well, so let me see. Is there anything else? Let me see. All right. The card stock, like I said, it's glossy. Doesn't seem flimsy at all. I can as far as big hands or small hands, I can hold it. I have small hands. I was a little clumsy with it because I just did my nails quickly. Talking about gussing yourself up, right? So I can shuffle either this way or that way. So they're not too big for the hands. No, they're good. And I can hold them like this. Let's see, anything else need to come out, Spirit? I'll take one more. If we've got anything else. Oh, it's just one. Let's try again. Just one. One singular sensation. Anything? Oh, that was a lot. I think that's it. Or, oh, there we go. This I'll just read here. Clear quartz, 5. The embrace of the shadows is gently lifting. Light is needed now to nourish you. Okay. So if somebody needs that, I love how it has the little crystals around her crown there. All right, folks. So that's it. That's what I have for you today. Let me know what you think about this deck. Let me know if there are any decks you want me to review. I think what I'll do is, as the seasons turn, I'll do a review for each one of these Oracle decks. So I think the next one is one that I have to buy, but I'm ready to get it because these are gorgeous, right? And I mean, the gilding, this purple gilding, and each one of them has a different color gilding. I love a beautifully gilded deck. All right, folks, that's it for me. Have a great day, and I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye.